Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're reaching the end of our journey into prayer, the bridge between promise and fulfillment. We've looked at how prayer isn't, just words or routine. It's this active link, really, between a promise and seeing it become real.
Yeah, and this final part, it's really meant as a call to action. The idea isn't just to understand this stuff intellectually. It's about actually taking these insights and weaving them into your life to really change how you pray.
Exactly. We've traced it all the way from prayer as that bridge to the solid ground of God's promises, finding purpose in waiting, the power in aligning our will, the joy when answers come, and then that responsibility of being a witness. So now it's about putting it into practice, right? Making it tangible.
Absolutely. Because, as the wisdom goes, we need to be doers of the word, not hearers only. This whole deep dive is really a challenge to transform your prayer life and, through that, your whole walk.
Okay. So the source gives us these 5 sort of key calls to action, inviting you to actually walk this bridge with intention. Let's get into them. First one, examine your foundation. Build your prayer life on God's word. Sounds foundational, obviously, but what does that look like practically?
Well, it's more than just agreeing that the word is true. It's about internalizing those promises, like really memorizing them, declaring them. Think about a promise, maybe like Numbers 23.1 guy, that God isn't human, that he doesn't lie. When things get tough, that's not just a nice thought. It's your anchor. It's structural. So your prayer shifts from maybe desperation to confident declaration because you know what you're standing on. It's solid.
Right. Not shifting sand. That makes a big difference. Okay, second, embrace the waiting. Hey, nobody loves waiting.
Yeah.
How do we actually see delay as preparation, not just wasted time?
It's definitely a mindset shift. The source actually calls it weight training for your soul, which I think is a great image. Strength isn't built when things are easy, right? It's built through resistance. So waiting isn't necessarily God ignoring you. Often it's him strengthening you, preparing you, maybe refining your character for the very thing you're asking for. Psalm 27 encourages courage and strength while waiting. It builds this inner fortitude, makes you ready.
Spiritual muscle. I like that. Okay, third, align with God's will. We often say, not my will, but yours be done. But how do we genuinely check ourselves? How do we know if it's selfish ambition or something bigger?
Yeah, that takes some real honesty, doesn't it? It's about asking, okay, is this request really about me and what I want?
Yeah.
Or does it genuinely align with, God's larger purposes? Does it glorify him? Does it help others? It's not necessarily about giving up your desires, but maybe discovering his will is actually much bigger, much better than you imagined. Surrendering control to find, purpose.
Yeah, surrendering control. That's the kicker sometimes. Okay, fourth point. Respond faithfully when the answer comes. God says yes. What's key then?
Gratitude. Simple as that, but it's crucial. Gratitude acts like a safeguard. An answered prayer isn't, a trophy for the shelf. It's an opportunity, a springboard for deeper worship, deeper relationship.
Right.
The temptation is to get the blessing and kind of forget the source. Instead, the call is share the story. Shift prayer from just asking to sustaining and praising. Let the answer point back to his faithfulness, not just your receiving. It becomes a living memorial.
And that flows right into the fifth and final call. Live as a witness. Our stories are answered prayers. They become these sermons without words. Yeah. How does our personal experience become something that sparks faith in someone else?
Exactly. Your testimony, your story, it's powerful. It's real. It's how faith gets passed on. One generation commends your works to another. Think about Daniel. Living in exile, hostile culture all around him. His prayer life wasn't some hidden private thing. 3 times a day, windows open. It was visible faith.
Yeah.
He prayed for wisdom with dreams, courage in the lion's den. And then you look at Daniel 9. He's studying Jeremiah, realizes the 70 years are almost up. What does he do?
He prays.
He prays. And this is fascinating. His prayer becomes that direct bridge. It connects a prophecy from decades before to its actual historical fulfillment. His prayers literally influence kings, help preserve his people. It just shows your prayers matter. They can be the bridge God uses.
Wow. Moving promises from not yet into now. That's powerful. So wrapping this all up, what does this really mean for you listening? This isn't just the end of our deep dive. It feels more like a beginning.
Absolutely. Knowledge isn't much use if it just sits there. It needs to be applied. So the challenge really is to commit to walking this bridge of prayer intentionally. Build on the word, actually embrace waiting, align your will, respond with thanks, and live as that witness.
Yeah. Don't just stand looking at the promise, pray it all the way through. Don't quit during the waiting. And please, don't keep your story to yourself.
It reminds me of 1 Thessalonians. Rejoice always, pray without ceasing, give thanks in all circumstances. That encouragement, that pattern, that really is the bridge.
May your life be that testimony, pointing others to the God who promises, who answers, and who never fails. So think about it. What promise is waiting for you to pray it into reality? Until next time, keep walking the bridge.